Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have the return of Timm Woods. Dungeons and Dragons is back. Very excited to talk to Tim. We pick up our adventure.
That's the campaign everyone's been talking about. Big Cat.
We got a little bit of a recap as well to start, so everyone, if you missed it or if you forget what's happened, he recaps it, and then we get into it. We also have Goldberg, wrestling legend, on the show. A little Monday Night Football cleanup, a little NFL free agency, nothing happened. Hot seat, cool throne, and guys on chicks. Before we get to all of that, Pardon My Take is brought to you by the Cash App. Not only is it the easiest place to send money to your friends, it's the safest. Go download the Cash App right now. Use code Barstool. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Cash App is awesome. Download it. Link it to your bank account. You can send money to your friends, family. You can buy stocks. You can do everything with the Cash App. It is super easy to do. It looks great. It feels great. It is our presenting sponsor. We are in the Cash App studio, which also looks great, feels great. We got it cleaned the other day. It's already dirty again, but that's what we like. So download the Cash App from the App Store or Google Play Store today and get involved with our friends from the Cash App. Okay, let's go.
And then a lot of work to be done. No place to hang out or washing. And then I can't blame all on the sun. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. And then we'll take it higher. Oh, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue.
Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by the Cash App. Go download it right now. Use code Barstool. You get $10 for free, $10 to the ASPCA. Today is Wednesday, November 4th. Decision 2020.
Whoop! Whoop! Whoop!
Some spread. Some election. We started CNN where Don, Mr. Unlimited, couldn't see the future coming, amigos.
And Chris Chet Hayes said, "Booyakasha! Donald Trump just making me crazy, boy. Me no want no MAGA girl."
Joe Biden goes seek, took an afternoon catnap, closed his eyes, and tried to count to 270.
And meanwhile, Mike, the artist formerly known as Pence, had enough of these red states and blue states, said it's time for a purple rain.
Purple rain.
And Water Melania is used to spitting seeds, but she sure took a big one and proved she wasn't barren.
Donald had his daughters on stage singing, "My Trump, my Trump, my Trump, my Trump, my Trump, my lovely lady Trumps." Check it out. All right.
Tiffany Trump was also there.
All right. We weren't actually going to talk about the election, but
It is actually 4:22.
yeah, so
PM.
if you hear bias, you actually are making it up because we have no idea what happened. We figured this show will be, like it always is, kind of an escape for everyone. We have Timm Woods. It's truly an escape. We're going to Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to a different world.
We're imagining
for
ourselves
show.
in a fantasy land.
Yes, we are-
fighting against dragons. We're sexually assaulting Billy's skull.
Yeah, so couldn't be farther from planet Earth or America right now. But we have a regular show. Yeah, whatever happened, happened. And we're going to instead talk some sports, talk some guys on chicks, hot seat, cool throne, Fantasyland, Goldberg, pack show. Let's start with Monday Night Football. Little cleanup. Daniel Jones loves throwing interceptions. It's actually the verbal meme. Old girlfriend fumbling the ball, new girlfriend throwing picks whenever he can.
Oh, distracted boyfriend walking down the street.
Yeah.
So the distracted boyfriend is Daniel Jones, and actually, I think it might be Daniel Jones, the model, in that meme. Now that I think about it,
whereas Brooks Brothers,
he's looking over his shoulder, and it says "real swag," and then the former girlfriend is no swag.
Yeah. The Giants, and this is kind of they're the perfect NFC East team that in the first half on Monday night. I legitimately said to myself, I'm going to bet on the New York Giants to win the NFC East because they looked great. And their defense is frisky.
If they wore those uniforms every single week, I would absolutely bet them to win the NFC East.
And then the second half happened because they do play two halves. And I wouldn't say the Bucs won the game as much as the Giants lost the game. And I'm not going to put like the Bucs. I still think are a very, very good team. They're up there in the contenders category. I'm not going to like ding them for that because that felt you could feel it almost from the beginning that it was one of those games where the Bucs thought they could just roll the ball out there and win. Mm-hmm. So you didn't get a A+ effort from the Bucs, and they still won with their C game, which actually is a better sign for a team that's like very good.
It was a trap game. This was a perfect trap game. It was a prime time spot. Billy, like
Saints
you
Bucs
like that,
coming up next Sunday.
You like that phrase, trap game?
When one team shows up way more physical than a better team.
Yeah,
trap game.
Sure.
Yeah, Joe Judge, he's got the boys ready to go out there and hit somebody in their mouth. They're not necessarily going to make all the plays, but towards the end of the game, I was definitely getting major flashbacks to Tom Brady against the Giants in years past.
Yeah.
When Daniel Jones is running around on like 4th and long, making those crazy passes, almost helmet-like catches. He was throwing the ball like 7 yards short, and then his receiver would find a little hole, get the first down, and then at the end it came down to that last 2-point conversion. That was close.
Well, it's hilarious.
It was
It's hilarious because Daniel Jones is so bad that his passes are so bad. It was pass interference, but the pass was so bad, you're like, but it can't be pass interference because his pass was so bad.
Right. It's like a quarterback that throws such uncatchable balls that it's impossible to call pass interference on him.
They really did. It was like, wait, that should have been pass interference, but no, because he actually threw it to such a bad spot that it was going to look like pass interference no matter what.
Right, exactly. Like, can you imagine deeming a pass by Dwayne Haskins to be uncatchable? It's like, well, they all are, bro.
Yeah.
That's what they all look like. And at the end, it did prove Jason Garrett correct. He said that Daniel Jones' biggest weakness is his biggest strength, actually, which is the most Jason Garrett quote of all time.
Yep.
And I guess his biggest weakness is he's not accurate, so he threw the pass behind his running back and almost got a pass interference based off that.
Yeah.
And it almost ended up working out for him. I'm a little concerned with Bruce Arians, just with his health. I don't know.
Red face, his double glasses.
He's like a chameleon. He turns into the color of whatever uniform that he's wearing at the time.
Yes.
And he turned bright beet red. His double glasses look great. Maybe it's a matter of just the face shield that he wears magnifies the sun whenever he's standing out in it, so it gives him like a natural sunburn every time that he's out there.
Yeah, and he's, the hat, the look was incredible. I'm trying to think, whatever, like it was a decent Monday night game. Going into it, you thought it was not going to be a good game, but the Giants did their best to make it a fun game. And, that was week 8 fully in the books now. I feel like we're turning the corner. We had the NFL trade deadline today, which is the most boring trade deadline of all sports. Sucks. There was like pretty much the best or the most interesting part of the trade deadline was Will Fuller started trending, and then he tweeted like waiting, like see where I'm going to go, and everyone said he was going to go to the Packers, and then nothing happened because
it's the Packers.
Well, and more than that, I think this is the first time that the Texans are really feeling the loss of Bill O'Brien, because from all reports, the Texans were asking for way too much, whereas if it were Bill O'Brien still as the GM, the Texans would have traded Will Fuller for like a 6th-round pick.
Well, what they were trying to do was they were trying to get the Brock Osweiler type thing where the money became an issue, where it's like, we want you to pay all of his salary as a team that's getting Will Fuller, and the Packers were like, no, we want you to still pay for Will Fuller even though you're using it. So it was a case of like Green Bay expecting the ghost of Bill O'Brien to still be around to take on that terrible deal. But it is the most Packers thing ever. I can't remember the last time the Packers either acquired a player in free agency, like a decent player, like a big-name player, or traded for a player. It just doesn't happen. I think that in Green Bay, they like players that don't know any better besides the Green Bay system, which is like, we're going to draft you, Aaron Rodgers is going to make you look good, or he's going to complain because his defense isn't good enough.
And
you're
just
going to have
not
to
throw you the ball.
You're going to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
You don't like players that have experienced life outside of Green Bay.
Right. And then the Patriots, Hank, going for it. Traded for Isaiah Ford.
Are the Patriots all in?
Is this a sign to the locker room that they're committed to winning this year?
I think so. I think it's the missing piece.
And and on the flip side, the Dolphins Wow, so the Dolphins are throwing in the towel.
Yeah, so
Isaiah Ford, 18 catches, 184 yards, 0 touchdowns.
Okay.
That's
a
the
solid
season.
game.
That's
Oh.
the season. Yeah.
How much
DK Metcalf half?
How much does he weigh?
He weighs
I'm looking it up right now.
201 pounds.
Okay, so maybe they're just planning on fattening him up, turning him into a tight end.
6'1", 201.
Do you see Florio's article today?
What about
titled "The Patriot Way Has Lost Its Way"?
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, Florio's.
Bill Belichick's excuse making could result in players making excuses.
See, Florio's not a football guy because he doesn't realize that Bill Belichick is actually doing his best coaching job this year.
That's true, and also he doesn't realize that Bill Belichick said, "I'm not making an excuse, but this is the excuse." It is what it is.
It is. The Patriots are paying. They're paying Brady. They're paying Antonio Brown still. I think they're still paying Steven Gostkowski. They're like in dead cap space. So Belichick's not totally wrong when he said that. I don't know. The NFL cap makes no sense. Contracts in the NFL make no sense.
I don't know what's going to look like next year either. Like the cap is supposed to go up after year.
I'm even saying just right now. Like none of it makes sense.
There's dead cap space. People who are capologists, I don't understand how their brains work. How they can understand all like the ramifications of cap hits, cap money that is incurred via signing bonus as opposed to like prorated cap hits. And then there's offset
NFL
cap hits.
Salary cap. All right, overthecap.com. The one team that I actually is kind of interesting is I'm pretty sure the Saints are like wildly over the cap next year, which makes me think that they already know that Drew Brees might retire.
What happens if you're just
they're Saints next year are $92 million over the cap.
That's a lot of money.
How is that even real? How can you do that?
Well, what's to stop a team from just ignoring the cap entirely and being like, do something about it?
Well, looking at it right now, like $92 million over the cap next year, that is pretty much Drew Brees has already told us that he will retire. So don't worry about it.
This might be Sean Payton saying a big fuck you to the NFL too, because if he just continues on, let's say they go into next year and they're still $90 million over the cap, then the NFL tries to either fine them or like collect draft picks, take away draft picks, do whatever you want to them. Then what happens if the Saints sue the NFL being like, hey, you're interfering with the free market. We should be able to pay people whatever we want. Then that case goes to like the Supreme Court. NFL loses its monopoly.
Oof.
The Saints could blow up the NFL if they wanted
Pre or
to.
post-packed court?
Are they packing it?
I don't know.
How many people are in it?
I don't know. That's our politics talk. The Patriots have $28 million in dead money. I don't know what that means. Seems significant.
Dead money.
It's dead. It's dead.
I think it probably still spends
Panthers
the same.
have $50 million in dead money. I don't
guess
know what that means.
My
either.
guess is that's players that are no longer on the roster that they're still paying.
They're just dead. Or dead players.
Or Aaron Hernandez. Does he count?
He's still dead money.
Okay.
All right. Should we do Hot Seat Cool Throne? This is gonna be a nice tight show, right, Hank?
Oh, I made one note.
Yeah.
On Monday night, and it kind of bubbled over from the weekend. I think we're seeing a record high amount of shin catches this year. That's a rule that I guess I had been aware of it in the past, but I was reminded of it.
Well, I think
a shin counts as 2 feet.
I think what happens is it's like when you buy a car and then all of a sudden you see your car everywhere,
the red car,
and you're like, oh my God, everyone has this car. There was one significant shin catch. It was either this week or last week. And then since then, we're so dumb as NFL fans that we know the rules, but we have to be reminded it every now and then. So when we're reminded, we pick up little nuggets, and now we're walking around telling everyone, if the shin goes down before the knee and the knee's out of bounds, that's a catch.
It's a catch. The shin counts as part of the knee, I guess.
Yeah, we love to go around pretending we're smart.
It was Diggs. It was the cornerback on the Cowboys. He had the shin interception.
Yes.
Where he caught it in the end zone, and then his shin like bent.
Right.
He had like a curved shin. Tony Romo was like, I think it's just a cramp. But yeah, it got down, and then I see it everywhere now. I saw it on Monday Night Football. I'm going to be seeing it all year long.
It's like the little rules that are so much fun to like try to mansplain to no one. My favorite is
if you say it first at a bar, if you're watching with your friends, then you're smart as shit.
The best one is on a punt when the punting team touches it and then the receiving team can't fumble, and everyone loves to say that because you see a guy like run in, streak in, and grab the ball last second. And you're like, why would he do that? It's like, well, let me tell you why.
It's a free play essentially. Or
that's my favorite.
Or what about you can't advance a punt that's been blocked.
Yes.
I like that one too because everyone's like that should be a first down, which I do kind of agree with. But it's fun to tell everybody
It should be
wrong.
a first down. Yeah.
I'm right. You're not.
But it is fun to do that with rules every now and then to try to tell everyone. Billy, you got any rules you think about?
Making a football move.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
making a football. Everyone talks about
What counts as a football move? Did Gronk make a football move in the end zone?
Yeah. Oh, when they switched, it was a great moment in time when they switched it so that you could push out of bounds.
Yes.
And everyone was like, wow, like, oh, that's pushing out of bounds. No.
Change the rule.
Nope, they changed the rule.
You're thinking of college, my friend.
Yeah, sorry that you're too dumb to figure it out. They should make it. Could you imagine how many points would be scored in the NFL if it was 1 foot inbound?
That would be amazing.
Like, because the body control in the NFL is already so insane, and to have just 1 foot, give it to us.
When I'm watching a college game, I always look for players. Like, if it doesn't matter how spectacular the catch is, if a player only gets 1 foot down in bounds,
Yep.
I'm like, I'm going to dock that guy in my pre-draft rankings on my big board.
not gonna work in the big leagues.
Listen, that stuff doesn't play once you get out there on Sundays.
Not
okay?
on Sundays, yeah. All right, let's do Hot Seat Cool Throne. Hot Seat Cool Throne is brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer. On the Cool Throne are ugly sweaters, specifically the sweaters we collabed with Bud Light Seltzer. Available now at the Barstool Shop. Speaking of ugly sweaters, Bud Light Seltzer has released a limited edition ugly sweater holiday variety pack. That's awesome. Available for a limited time with delicious peppermint patty, apple crisp, ginger snap, and classic cranberry. Mix that all together.
That sounds
That's
great.
an ugly sweater. I love that.
That's some holiday punch.
They sent some of it, so they're going to send us some in the office. It's going to be great. I'm going to be drinking some. I'm going to go with the ginger snap.
I like cranberry around the holidays.
That's for Billy.
Yeah.
Billy's the cranberry guy.
Gets rid of the UTIs.
Peppermint patty. So we'll be drinking them on Cyber Monday, the Barstool Cyber Monday Telethon presented by Bud Light Seltzer. So tune into that. I think we have something fun planned for that. Maybe an escape room. As always, get your Bud Light and Bud Light Seltzer delivered at budlight.com/delivery. Budlight.com/delivery. Check out the Bud Light Seltzer. Check out the new Bud Light Seltzer Barstool Ugly Sweater collab in the Barstool store.
Hank, we should have you remake the Dreams TikTok, except with the cranberry Bud Light Seltzer.
Boom.
What?
Done. Especially because it'll be like 2 months later. That's perfect. Go viral. All right, Hank. Hot Seat Cool Throne.
My hot seat is the Warriors.
The Golden State kind?
Yes, the San Francisco Warriors. They moved from Oakland to San Francisco.
True.
But yesterday they released jerseys for this year that say Oakland on them. Mm-hmm. And in the tweet it said, Oakland is and always will be part of our team's identity. And it's like the Oakland Forever jerseys. And it got Warriors fans really mad because they left Oakland. And
Right.
apparently there's like a lawsuit going on that the Warriors lost. And they still owe Oakland like $40 million for renovations.
They should rebrand
So kind
as,
of like a dumb PR move to be like, oh yeah, we're going to leave town and then be like Oakland forever. It's like
It's kind of crazy, but it's not talked about enough that Oakland lost 2 sports franchises in 2 years.
It is
Yeah.
heartbreaking.
I mean, obviously the Warriors are right across the bay, so you can make the argument that they're still right there, but still,
it should say Frisco on the jerseys right
Yeah,
now.
that's bullshit.
It is messed up that they did that.
Yeah.
I just thought of a really bad Kate Upton boobs joke. Permission
Okay.
to go there?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hank, you're right. That is fucked up that they did that, even though they moved. Kind of like the Nets, even though they're in Brooklyn, they unveiled a new jersey the other day.
Oh, nice. Get it? Mm-hmm. New Jersey.
Although
New Jersey.
I do like the Nets new jerseys.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. They're
They're
sick.
sick, yeah.
They're very sick. All right, Cool Throne.
my cool throwing is rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Iona and Hofstra, they are having their mascots play rock, paper, scissors, shoot to determine who gets a home game this year.
Love it.
This
Are they
also-
televising it?
They are doing it on social media.
Don't.
It's just one of my
Don't.
favorite things to argue about.
Oh, I thought you were going to say.
I think
no.
My only
I-
question
Iona's
is
head
I was-
coach. I think
I
you're going to
was
start
not
making
gonna say
jokes that
that,
we don't
no.
make.
my only
I'm a
question,
stalker.
because we have talked about developing a rock, paper, scissors, shoot for the Play Barstool app. I'm just wondering what the format's going to be. Like, do you do
First of all, I
best
think it
of
should
3,
be rock,
best of
paper,
10,
scissors.
first to 10?
Billy versus Jake right now. Best of 3.
Rock, paper, scissors, says shoot.
Billy says
yeah.
no. It's rock, paper,
And
scissors,
Billy
shoot.
was late and he still lost.
I said say shoot.
It's
Okay. Yeah.
why would rock, paper,
All right,
scissors
start over.
say
Stop
shoot?
saying rocks. It's
That's
rock.
a
I don't
fucking.
know.
That's
I don't
another
Rock,
know.
New
paper,
I
York.
don't know.
scissors, shoot.
I have no good
All right,
reason
so go
for it.
rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Okay.
All right, best of 3.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, Billy's up 1-0.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Billy
1-1.
did scissors every
1-1.
time.
Rubber
Billy's
match.
done scissors every time.
Paper, scissors, shoot.
Billy's done
Triple
scissors every time.
Scissors.
Billy's done scissors every time.
Oh, and he switched to rock.
Shit,
Mental alpha.
just do rock. Billy did scissors 6 times in a row.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to say rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That's true.
But I still won.
All right, so yeah, Billy is officially the winner of that. Who's the better? You guys aren't either interns anymore, are you?
I don't know.
I think Billy still is.
You are?
Yeah, I got to graduate.
Okay. All right. PFT, your hot seat, cool Throne.
My hot seat is slutting it up. Slutting it up is firmly on the hot
yeah.
seat. Halloween is over.
Spooky season.
Spooky season's done. And Roger Goodell fined James Conner and Juju Smith-Schuster for wearing socks that were too low. They exposed their gams. Their calves were out.
Yep. Can't have it.
Victorian Goodell in the NFL says, no. You got to keep those calves covered up. And so he levied a big fine. That's one of my favorite fines that the NFL does, is like when your socks are not at the correct level.
Yes.
And if you go too high, he'll fine you for that too.
Yes.
It's got to be right in the Goldilocks zone there.
Yes.
And my other hot seat is Darren Ravel, because Nate Silver called him disqualifyingly stupid today. Darren Ravel
Nerd war.
He got disqualified from Twitter today. That's how. Do you know how stupid
We've been waiting so
you have
long
to
for
be
that? Yeah.
to get disqualified from Twitter? It's like everyone is an idiot on Twitter.
Right. Do
And
you want
are-
to be on Twitter? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you're disqualified from Twitter.
It's in the terms of service.
Yeah.
And so, Darren Ravel got put into a locker by the locker. Darren Ravel got pulled into a locker by Nate Silver, who lives his life in a locker.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, get over here.
You're in here with me.
Uh-huh.
My cool throne is baseball staying relevant. Baseball's relevancy. So, Big Cat, tonight is the presidential election. Maybe the biggest presidential election in terms of viewership and voter turnout in the last 50 years. You know what baseball is doing tonight? Baseball is announcing their Gold Glove Awards tonight.
Yeah.
During the election.
Way to go, baseball.
I could not make that up. That would. I'm pretty sure that when we talked about baseball staying relevant in the past, I'm pretty sure we made a joke about them doing something like this on election night.
They did it last year on something very significant, too. I think they are doing this on purpose.
It might have been like the All-Star announcement during NBA free agency. I don't know.
They're doing this 100% on purpose.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I can't, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Unbelievable.
My other cool throne is dynasties. Texas Tech. Texas Tech continues their dynasty. Texas Tech won its 15th national meat judging championship.
Whoa.
They are the world's best meat peepers. Shout out to Texas Tech.
Who is judging
University.
the meat judgers?
No, they actually have a huge agricultural school where they judge butcher meat.
So
we should send him a pic of Norman.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We should have the boner judging competition.
Hank's done with the Norman.
No,
Yeah, look at this loin.
I'm happy.
You guys remember when I did I did all those niche podcasts? Yeah. One of them was a Texas Tech grad who is like a champion meat judger. He's basically like Billy for steroids.
Yep.
But just for animals. You'd be Billy. You'd be a great meat judger.
I've looked into it actually.
You should pursue that.
Texas Tech is the Harvard of judging meat.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I just don't get who is judging the meat judgers.
Oh, good question.
They have to have judges.
Maybe that's what Billy should do. You got to judge the meat judgers.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that person went to Texas Tech.
Right. Right. And so,
good point.
Hank's
Hank.
right.
Good
This
point.
smells.
It stinks to high heaven.
This isn't good meat.
Think about where's the beef?
Mm-hmm.
Texas.
Yeah.
Where's the beef? No,
True.
but you understand what Hank's saying, right?
Yeah.
Texas Tech won for meat judging, but who's judging Texas Tech to win the
to
meat
give
judging?
them 15 titles.
Who's judging the meat judges?
The panel of the best meat judges.
And where are they from?
Where they go
Probably
to school.
Texas Tech.
What has
'Cause
the
that's
most
a
prestigious?
dynasty.
Yeah, the best meat program
It's
in America.
Complete bullshit.
I feel like Oklahoma has good meat judging.
Oklahoma
It's-
probably hates Texas
It's
Tech.
like Desmond Howard on game day saying Michigan is back.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
They should recuse themselves like Herb Street and Chris Fowler do for picking that night's game.
Yes. I love.
You get a scholarship for it.
For meat judging?
Yeah.
For like looking at a cow and being like, that animal would be good to eat.
Well, it's once they're in the meat locker.
Oh, so after they're dead?
Yeah, they're judging the meat.
Well, then
in the
I
meat
mean, how
lockers.
hard is that? You just be like, that looks good.
I don't
like,
think
remember-
no, Billy,
That's
I
meat.
think you're wrong.
No,
That's
it's
meat.
the scene in Rocky.
Yeah,
You know
it's
the scene in
yeah.
Rocky in the meat locker?
Wait,
Where
what?
he's punching it?
What does
Yeah,
he do?
I read an article in it was like in Sports Illustrated. They're all in white lab coats, kind of, but like
punching meat.
they're checking out the meat slabs.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I feel like it's an agricultural thing where you look at it in a live cow and you try to figure out which one would be the.
Yeah, you look in their eyes and you're
no,
like,
no.
what would you be like? Your
Google
temperament.
Belgian blue cattle.
Okay, well, actually, Billy,
That
if you knew
sounds
anything about
delicious.
meat judging,
Just
you would
Google
know
it.
that the most tasty cow of all time is Heat Wave, and Heat Wave's bloodline lives on to this very day. And if you buy a
Holy
direct
shit.
descendant
Google
of
that?
Heat
This
Wave,
is the most Billy cow of all time.
Google Belgian blue cow.
Belgian blue cow.
Cattle.
it's the jacked up one. Yeah, it's the one that's
Hell
on
yeah.
steroids.
Not on steroids.
But,
Selective breeding for high muscle to
but
fat ratio.
who wants to eat the muscle?
Texas Tech dubbed this spring by Sports Illustrated
fat
as
the
the
good stuff?
Alabama football of the meat judging world.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking beast. All right, I'm not going to say what I was going to say.
Say it. Go off.
I mean, this cow is like, what, 2,000 pounds?
Probably like a ton.
Norman still has a bigger dick than this cow. Like, it's not
Okay,
even close.
there's a big-
I mean, that's a fact.
It's a fact. Like, Hank's little 10-pound dog has
20.
a bigger dick.
It
20 pound.
Now, I should
20?
Yeah.
No.
Penis to body ratio.
Penis to
Way
body ratio,
different than
yeah.
actual mass.
I think his dog's dick is as big as Leroy's dick, and Leroy's 20 times bigger. And Leroy's got a decent hog, too. But I should, in the spirit of getting this story right with the capital J journalism, it was an abbreviated season due to COVID. So asterisks on this
Important
one.
to note. Important to note. All right, my hot seat is all other college football conferences because the MAC is back. You're listening to this right now. The MAC is officially back. MACtion, 6 games tonight. We have maybe my favorite bet that we've ever created on the Barstool Sportsbook app. It is Lights, Camera, MACtion, where you can bet on the total number of missed kicks and extra points and turnovers.
In one game?
In all games combined.
For that night?
Yes, 28.5 is in the line.
Holy
If you
shit.
bet it, you get a free shirt even if you lose.
What I really like about the MACtion this year is that Big Cat has adopted the MACtion as that whole conference is now his team. So, because Wisconsin, I don't know if Wisconsin's going to play another game this season. So now you're just officially a
Well, the
I
MAC
know-
is always.
I know
kinda
you've
my
always
team.
liked them, but now
Wisconsin's
officially.
gonna play another game. They're gonna play another game. Don't COVID shame.
I'm not. I'm saying maybe
remember, you still have
you
that
guys
key to
ruin
the
college
city.
football.
Yeah,
Toledo.
that's true. I got to pick up that key to the city. All right, so yeah, bet it. If you responsibly bet it. 1-800-GAMBLER if you got a problem. But the MAC is back, and I'm very, very excited for the MAC. And also, Cooper Rush might be playing for the Cowboys from Central Michigan. Fire up chips. And one of the greatest MACtion games of all time that wasn't fully MACtion, the Bahamas Bowl, when they scored 34 points in the fourth quarter.
You got to give Danucci another chance.
Yeah, maybe. So my cool throne is actually the Cowboys. The Cowboys are on my cool throne, and here's why. Cowboy fans, rest easy. Everything's going to be okay. Stephen A. Smith has declared that it's not even fun to make fun of the Cowboys anymore.
I disagree, Stephen.
Stephen A. Smith said, Marcus Spears, let me say this to you. This is on First Take. You know how I like to troll Cowboys fans because I can't stand those noisy and disgusting people? I like how he's taking it easy and just be like, these people are the worst. I can't stand Cowboys fans. They're the worst. But I didn't joke around this past weekend because it's not funny to me. It was so bad. It was so bad what I saw from them. It was just a national embarrassment. I'm serious about that. So there you go. The number one Cowboy hater is officially laying down his sword and saying, rest easy, Cowboys.
Well, it's because he didn't do his video that he normally does after a Cowboys loss. He said that he decided to throw out a mercy rule. It wasn't in my heart to do that to them because they're so pathetic. I actually felt sorry for them. But Stephen A. Smith is such a genius that by saying this is the most
Yeah.
This is the most he could
Right.
ever make fun of. He knows going into it that saying you're not even worthy to be made fun of.
I feel so bad for you, I can't even make fun of you.
That's the most that you can make fun of a Cowboys fan because really, over the past 30 years, or not 30 years, over the past 25 years, that's all you've been doing is been making fun of Cowboys fans for not being that good.
Correct.
It's not like they've been awesome and you get to make fun of them when they finally fail. He is just trolling them by being like, I'm taking away the very last thing, the very last like smidge of relevancy that you have is me making fun of you when you lose. This is the meanest thing that we could ever do to you on ESPN is ignore you entirely.
Yes. So, Cowboys fans, sorry, but that's I mean, I guess it's a good thing that you don't get made fun of anymore by Stephen A. Smith. Billy, your hot seat, cool throne before we get to Timm Woods and Goldberg.
Hot seat Wisconsin.
Don't COVID shame.
Because if they have one more game canceled, they're not eligible for the Big Ten championship game.
Are they still bowl eligible? Because everybody was supposed to be bowl eligible.
Yes, everyone is bowl eligible. I don't know what's going to happen. whatever. It sucks. But you know what? I'm worried about player safety.
At least you guys didn't have a Heisman level quarterback this year.
Oh, thank you for saying that about Graham Mertz. He's a sophomore, so we'll have him for and I don't think this year should count. So we'll have him for the next 3-4. He redshirted, so he'll have him for 4 more years. Perfect.
At least the New England Patriots didn't have an MVP quarterback this year that they had to give up on.
Mm-hmm.
Am I cool
I think
throne?
the Patriots still making the playoffs.
They do play the Jets on Monday night, so there you go.
Oh, yeah,
There's
do
a
I have
win.
to go to that?
Yes.
Okay.
With a GoPro.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotta think about that.
You gotta find the cat. You gotta.
I'll be the cat
you
guy.
You can.
I'm gonna dress up as this exterminator.
Yeah, you
Say I'm
can
here to get the
go.
cats.
You don't have to go to the game if
That'll
you
work.
go to the Meadowlands and just find a cat. So like
Just
once
catch
you
cat?
get the cat, you can go home.
Just show up with like a bunch of tuna fish cans.
Yeah.
Open it up in the parking
A
lot.
black cat.
Yeah.
It's gotta be black.
Yep.
Okay. My cool throne is humans. Walmart has stopped using robots to do inventory because they realized that humans were actually just as effective and cheaper. So cool throne humans.
We're cheaper than robots.
We've reached
There's
the
also
point
no
where
way that they're just as effective.
You think
humans?
robots.
Yeah.
The robots were
Human error.
just as effective.
Robots don't make mistakes.
Computer error.
No, but the robots were like 6 foot wheeling around like
Well,
Doctor Who type.
who
shit.
programs the robots? Humans do. So there's
Right.
human error in the robots as well.
But anyway, the
this is like a
humans.
meat- this is like a meat grader, judger.
yeah, well,
situation.
the humans beat robots. So you know what?
do you
cool
think
down humans.
Do you think that the robots are just going to sit there and take that? Humans coming in taking their jobs?
I don't know.
It'd
Anyway,
be
cool
interesting
down
to find out.
Cool down employment.
Yeah, employment in general. All right, good job, Billy. Thanks. Yeah, it's a good job.
Good job to Jake. Jake gave me that cool throwing.
Nice.
Good job, Jake.
Thank you for cutting. Yes.
Good job all around. Good
Credit.
teamwork.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Very cool.
All right, let's get to Billy's. When we're nice to Billy, he gets so confused.
You did a great job, Billy.
You did a great job.
Nice of you
dude.
to dress up today.
Yeah, election day. All right, let's get to our interview. We got Timm Woods, Dungeons and Dragons, and we'll have Goldberg. Before we get to Timm Woods, new sponsor alert. Hyperice. Hyperice is a wellness tech company that combines science and technology to create the future of health to help you move better. They offer a full suite of warm-up and recovery products, including the Hypervolt, which is the quietest, strongest, most advanced percussion massage device in the world. This is one of those sponsors that I have been using pre-sponsorship, so you get my seal of approval. If you remember back before the pandemic when I could actually play pickup basketball, and I tweet out a picture on Saturday mornings, I had the Hyperice massage gun, which was awesome. You basically use it on your thighs, your hamstrings, your IT bands, loosens you up. And also, we didn't even get this, so we got boxes of stuff. I have my favorite thing. If you have a bad back, Hyperice has a chargeable, heated back pad, massage back pad, that if you play sports, if you work out, you can throw it on. You can throw it on underneath your sweatshirt, so it doesn't need to be plugged in. You just charge it overnight, and it is awesome. So after I get off the court, I throw on my Hyperice back massager, and it is the best. So they have everything.
I used it on my legs last night after I did a Peloton. It's my first Peloton in a while. I took a video. It's crazy. Look at this thing.
Yeah, no, it's
Look at
not.
that thing.
You've seen it on the sidelines. Every pro sports team has them. Like guys will do it when they're off. It's the best. So
Wait.
use it on your hamstrings. What?
Can I have one?
Yeah,
Really?
I'll give you some stuff.
They also gave us orbs.
Yeah,
Massaging
I have
orbs.
an extra
Cool as shit.
extra gun because I've been using it. So yeah. So Hyperice, awesome. If you work out, if you play sports, if you're getting up there in age, Hyperice, I cannot recommend it enough. It is great for before, during, after. Like even when I'm playing the game, I get off the court, I'll throw it on, or I'll use the gun to keep loose. It's the way to keep loose and make sure that you don't get injured later on in life. No one wants to be injured at work, guy. That is an embarrassing thing to be when you're like 28 years old, hobbling around because you pulled your hamstring. So use Hyperice, loosen up. They're used in professional training rooms throughout the NBA, NFL, MLB, MLS, and other professional organizations. And they very rarely offer discount codes, but today is your lucky day because they are offering the award-winning listeners, a Pardon My Take, a massive 10% off your next order. All you need to do is use code PMT at checkout. That's hyperice.com, HYPERICE.com, hyperice.com. Use code PMT for 10% off. PMT for 10% off, and you will not be hurt. It's a way to keep yourself on the court, way to keep yourself in the gym with Hyperice. It also just feels good even if you don't work out, you just want a massage. Hyperice is the way to go. So hyperice.com, HYPERICE.com. Use code PMT for 10% off. And now Timm Woods. Okay, we now welcome on our good friend. It is Timm Woods. It's been a little bit of a break because we had football season to attend to, but Tim,
congratulations.
Yes, thank you. I'm
glad they all came back. Yeah,
I like that. Just a congratulations that football is being played. I really appreciate that. So we have. I absolutely like the tweet I get the most is like, so when's Dungeons and Dragons coming back? And we figured this is a perfect time. So Tim, we need a refresher. Because
absolutely,
give us everything exactly where we are, and then we can hop right back into it.
For sure. It's been a while since our last game, so a recap's definitely in order. I will give us the summarized version of our adventure so far, which is we came rolling into the village of Greenest, completely saved the town despite the betrayal of our ally, Berserker Billy, who turned the dragon kind of against us. We did save the village of Greenest from the attack of the cult of the dragon, then kind of went after the cult to their home turf, where we discovered that there were some prisoners to be freed. We did save a griffin whose name was Blake. We also fought a revived version of Berserker Billy who had been summoned by the dragon cult against us, made short work of him at the end of the day.
Well, wasn't it more of a long, torturous project that we had? We certainly took our time disposing of his corpse.
The battle was short. The disassembly of Berserker Billy did take some time. And actually, I did want to get a confirmation on this, unless I made a mistake. I believe it was the griffin who devoured Berserker Billy's head. If I'm wrong about that, feel free to correct me. But
and did he pass the head out? Did he poop the head out yet, or is he still digesting that?
It's interesting you should say that, because one thing I would note as we're starting today is that we are starting to hear a muffled sound from out of Blake the griffin's stomach area, and if depending on what actions we were to take, who knows what that sound might develop into. But it sounds like a muffled voice kind of coming from inside the griffin for sure. And in theory, we had managed to escape not just with a new griffin friend and a disassembled Berserker Billy pieces. We did manage to grab from a creature known as the Roper, who is guarding this hatchery. We had managed to grab not one, not two, not three, but a total of 8 dragon eggs as various characters ran through, grabbing eggs on the way out. We have escaped from this dragon hatchery with a total of 8 different multicolored eggs of all different scaled hues. And at the very least, we know that we are escaping with a small fortune worth of eggs if we were to decide to sell these items. Otherwise, there's many other uses that we could make out of these particular items that we have just acquired. But we are hightailing it into the woods, out of this kind of back exit, out of the cult's hatchery. And by all accounts, we think that they have not, when we set the guard drakes, the minions that we had turned to our side after them, they were busy fighting those guard drakes while we made good on our escape. And I would kind of start us today camping, as it were, after a long day of running from the dragon cult. We are now definitely safe from any pursuit with the dragon eggs in tow, and we're going to have to make a tough decision as we sit around the campfire. This is where our adventure would start. We've got Norm the Barbarian, Wayne the Bard, Erlich the Warlock, and Cake the Wizard, all gathered around with these dragon eggs near the fire. Ooh. And I will say that we're all, number one, no longer level 3. We've just bumped up from level 3 to level 4, which gave us a few more hit points and a few more little powers that I'll highlight along the way.
Built different.
I would start by letting us know that we're also hearing some noise. South of our campsite, there's kind of a crashing noise. We're also hearing a rustling from a very much closer bush directly to the west of us.
Ooh.
Are we?
So I would ask, what would people want to be doing right now, or what would you be discussing around the campfire?
It might not be a bad idea to crack open one of those dragon eggs,
And
make an
eat 'em?
omelet.
Yes. Yeah. Can we
Gain
do
its
that?
power.
Can we do that?
You absolutely could go to one of the dragon eggs. Now, I want to highlight there's 8 different dragon eggs. I want to point out that one of them is the color red, one is blue, and one is green. 2 are black, 2 are white, and one is a rainbow, a prismatic colored egg with
that's
all
probably
different
the
colors on
tastiest.
it.
I think what we do is in effort of fairness and equality, I think we crack one of the white eggs and one of the black eggs because we have 2 of both. So we're not losing. Now we have all the colors in the rainbow, and we've eaten a black and a white egg.
Those are the 2 that you have extras
There we go.
of in
Perfect.
theory. Yeah.
Perfect.
And Tim, can I just say that I've so dearly missed you saying the word absolutely.
Yes.
It's music to my ears.
It's always a pleasure. I tell people all the time, it's D&D is a fun game where we just affirm everything we're going to do.
Yep.
It's never a wrong answer. There just might be interesting consequences. And in this particular case, as you are approaching these eggs and picking them up and then carrying them over to the campfire with all intents of you're either going to just crack these open right now or maybe cook them or something, suddenly you do hear more crashing distantly from the south. And then from that bush to the west, there's actually a voice calling out of the bush, crying out, no, the egg, please, don't. And it's a female voice, a human woman is emerging from out of the bush. She is wearing these whitish, silverish robes. It doesn't look like she's been traveling through the woods for a long time. Her robes look really, really nice. And she reaches out and says, please, don't just break them. Don't just destroy them. They're valuable. They're precious.
Can she hatch them? Like Khaleesi?
Ooh, good question, Hank. So, can she sit on these eggs for us?
When you ask her that, this woman laughs and says, "No, you don't sit on them. Here, watch. The white egg you should place far away from the fire. If you want it to hatch, it's a cold dragon. It's not going to like those flames. And that black dragon egg, I can help you with that." And she reaches for the egg. Are you offering up the egg?
Yeah.
Are we
Yes.
are we just giving it to her?
Yeah, dude. Trust her.
Is she cool?
She seems pretty down to clown.
Is she like
Yeah.
a cool ass chick?
If anyone is not sure whether they trust her, you are free to roll a d20 to make an insight check.
I want to do an
see
insight check.
What her
All right,
motives
I want
are.
to do an inside check.
Wow.
I want to just be like
PFT is trying to kill the vibe.
Karen FT.
Yeah.
10. I got a 10.
Jesus, man.
And
Call
Wayne,
the
it
police.
looks like your insight skill is +0, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah,
so
I'm
you
pretty
just got
dumb.
a flat 10 on that. As far as you can tell, she just cares about these eggs. She seems
All right,
trustworthy.
she seems cool. Yeah, here's the egg.
Okay.
Hand
I
over to
also
She's
I would like it
attractive
on the
enough.
record that I would like to tell her sorry that PFT the Bard just bothered you. I just want to say that to her.
Absolutely. She
like that
shrugs it
sometimes.
off. She's just staring
Cool,
at the eggs.
cool.
She seems to be barely even paying attention to like anything people are saying to her. She just says, this poor baby, oh, well, we need some kind of marsh gas or swamp water or something.
what
for
gas?
this
Marsh
one.
gas.
And his
Marsh
twin brother over here. If we can get some kind of swamp water, that's really the environment this egg is going to want. You weren't planning on eating this thing, were you?
No. Can
What I
I just
thought.
tell her that I'll just say like out loud to Wayne. You're Wayne, right?
No, I'm Norm.
You're Norm. I want
I
to
got
say
a big-ass cock.
I want to say out loud to Norm. Norm, it's so cool that you know how to handle this egg because you got a baby at home and you got to make sure that you're taking good care of it.
Yeah.
I just want to let Norm know that in front of the girl.
That makes you
Absolutely.
dependable.
She seems like she's focused on her eggs right now and is in
Okay.
fact moving
Strikeout
over
number
to
2.
like, grabbing some of the others.
Okay. So, all right. So we need some swamp water. Is that what we? Now, I don't want to give all of our eggs. I will give. I'll side with PFT a little bit. Let's let her try to hatch a couple of these. Let's not give up every egg. That feels dangerous.
Absolutely. She's gonna hopefully try to take the white and the black egg that you were about to do something with, and she's moving the white egg far away from the fire right now. The black egg, you see her starting to like dig a trench almost, and it's obvious that she knows exactly how to hatch these different eggs. She's looking at the others, making plans in her head. Wayne the Bard would be able to tell that even with a 10 right now. But with the 10, you can also tell this. There's another crash to the south, and then she turns and looks in that direction, and she says, Did you all hear that? And with a 10, you know she's asking us if we heard that, but she heard it very clearly, and she knows something about that crashing that she's not saying right now.
It sounds to me like, you remember in Jurassic Park when raptors would hunt and there would be one to the side that distracts you while the other one comes at you? I feel like this chick is bad news.
Uh-oh. Okay.
She's bad news.
Since you only got a 10 on insight, anybody else could try to roll insight as well and see how they do on that. Otherwise, you could try to like persuade her or intimidate her if you want her to spill more info. Right now, she seems like she's being honest with us.
Okay, I'll roll.
Very worried about that crash.
15.
And with a 15, I know you've got a little bit of bonus on that. It looks like a +2 on this norm. No, only a +1. But still, a 16 is enough that, yes, you can tell that she knows exactly what the crashing noise is to the south. Oh. She's very worried about it, you can tell. Sincerely, you think she's worried about it, but she's not saying more about what the crashing noise is because she is hiding something from us. You don't know what, but she's hiding a secret.
You wanna like
at the very least she knows what that thing to the south is.
You wanna send our journalist there to see if he can do some reporting for us?
Yeah. Why don't you go in there? Is Jake's mic on?
Test. There we go.
Yeah.
I will go into the field for the team.
Yeah, okay. let's embed you with this woman.
Go find out, Jake.
All right, let's do it.
You start to head to the south where that crashing is coming from, Cake, is that right?
Yeah.
If you're approaching cautiously, you could either use your stealth, which is only a +3, or you could use your perception is also a +3. My mistake. So either way, you can roll a d20 +3 to see if you can approach this noise without being seen or heard yourself by whatever it is.
Here we go.
Yeah, d20 +3.
11.
Okay, and is that before the +3?
14.
Oh, so it's a 14 total.
Yeah.
With a 14, you are moving into a clearing where you see some trees have been knocked over, and there's a hazy green gas that is floating in the air, it seems, that was not in other parts of the forest that you were moving through. And then suddenly something pokes its head out from around a tree. It is a dragon that is the size of a large horse, spreading its wings, stepping out from around the tree. It has green scales all over its body and kind of a very dinosaur-like fin kind of growing out at the top of its back. It is a very Jurassic Park type moment as you realize that this dragon has you in its sights and is starting to slither closer to you, moving on all 4 of its limbs. What do you do, Kate?
Do I have any powers?
Sorry to say you got spotted.
What powers do I have?
You have a lot of spells at your disposal. I want to warn you right now that if you start moving full speed, you'll move quicker. If you move and then also cast a spell, you'll move a little bit slower, but maybe you'll slow this dragon down. And you do have ice magic spells that can slow creatures down. You have fire magic spells that usually deal the most damage. Also, since you've leveled up, you would have access to new spells, including a spell called Earthbind that anchors flying creatures to the ground, that you can try to use that.
Yep, we're going for that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're noticing things starting to spread its wings, and you think it's a lot faster flying than it is on the ground. So suddenly you start to cast your Earthbind spell. These yellowish tendrils come leaping out of the ground and wrap up the wings of this creature. And now I need to roll a saving throw. As the dragon struggles, it is trying to break free of the Earthbind spell. I am sorry to say, Cake, that I just rolled a critical hit, a
Oh,
natural
no.
20 on the die. The dragon, with barely any efforts, flexes its wings, and there is a popping sound like rubber bands snapping, and your Earthbind spell is completely broken. The dragon says in Draconic, which I know your character speaks, "Well, that didn't go so well," and starts laughing at you. You can tell that this is a female, young dragon, and if you want to know more facts about it, you do have very good Arcana. If you feel like information right now is important, you still have a chance to roll an Arcana check before your turn is done.
Yeah, let's learn more about this.
I wanted on the
kill you.
record, just as a timeout real quick. Billy is in the room. He's obviously dead like 6 different times. But Tim, he has his headphones in, and when you said it's a very young female dragon, his head popped up.
Okay, you noticed that?
Yeah,
I
he's
would
horny
say
again.
we noticed from inside the griffin's stomach, like there's a lump that's kind of turning.
That's
like,
his boner.
Like there's something inside of its stomach.
Yeah,
His
Billy's-
attention has been
He's
gained
got
for sure.
a little internal boner.
Depending on how much of what exactly we feed the griffin will determine whether or not the griffin vomits up any items. But so far, it is only muffled noises we are hearing from the griffin.
Okay.
Cake, you could try your Arcana check. You have
All
a
right.
+5.
Here we
Actually,
go.
you have upgraded to a +6 on this now.
All right.
That's a crazy toss.
5.
Crazy toss.
+6. I'll tell you the basic information. With a +6, you got an 11. So the basic information is this. This is a young green dragon, and you believe that green dragons are poison dragons. They are forest dragons, but their element is poison, and that means they breathe a poisonous breath. That is what these green hazy fumes are in the air, and they are immune to poison. So you know not to use poison damage against a green dragon. But that is the only information you know so far about this dragon. And since the dragon has spotted you, I'm going to need us to roll into initiative now. I'm happy to say the dragon rolled bad on initiative, but each of us are going to need to roll a d20, and I will tell us what bonus to add. Most of us, actually all of us, have a +2 bonus on this, except Cake has a +3 bonus on this.
20.
So if everyone rolls a d20 and shouts out
20.
their results. Ooh, Wayne, was that you with
Yep.
a 20?
Yep.
Then you got a 22, and Wayne, you'll almost definitely be leaping into action first.
Let's
Okay,
go.
I got a 10.
6.
A 10, and that's a 12
You're terrible
total
at this
for
game.
Norm then.
Bad luck
That's
today.
good news. And how did you do, Cake?
6.
Yeah, he's bad at this game.
Ooh.
Straight up.
And
We're a
that's
team. I'm
for
literally
you with a
sacrificing my life for
+3.
you guys, and you're treating me like SHIT.
Just be better.
That's a 9 total. The good news is you'll go ahead of the dragon, but not ahead of your teammates. And let me ask how Erlich the Warlock did.
I got a 4.
Oh. Again, you're going ahead of the dragon. That's the good news. But right now, of the teammates, you are going to be the last to react.
Yikes.
Now,
Good job, Jake.
Wayne, on your turn first, you would be leaping into action. I would say that right now, Cake is kind of one move away from you. So you could use your move to catch up to him, and then you have your action to cast a spell or do an attack, and you still have your bonus action to inspire somebody if you would like to inspire anybody in this situation.
So wait, who's it? I think it's you.
Is that
And
me?
it's straight, yeah, that's the PFT playing Wayne the Bard.
Okay,
yeah.
so yeah, roll the 20.
Absolutely.
I think I would like to. I really want to still impress this chick. She seems like she's cool.
This woman's running after you.
Can I tame the dragon in front of her and show her I'm a wild stallion has been tamed underneath my spells, and then she'll get really impressed and want to go hang out with me. Maybe get a couple flagons of ale later.
Absolutely. So I'll ask you, there's 2 ways you could do this. You could either try animal handling the skill, which would probably very much offend a dragon who is a talking sentient creature. You could try to persuade it with your very good deception skill, or you have one spell called suggestion. Charm person, your normal spell for hypnotizing people, doesn't work against dragons, but suggestion would, and that's exactly like Jedi mind trick, basically. You go, I think you should do this, and as long as it's a reasonable course of action and the dragon fails its saving throw, then it is going to obey whatever that suggestion is.
You know what I want to do? I want to introduce this dragon to Blake Griffin. I want to introduce them and maybe try to set them up together. I feel like maybe they would get along really well.
All right. Yeah. I mean, so far you can tell Cake did determine this is a female dragon.
Yeah.
Blake is a male griffin. You're not sure how that works, but we'll find out if it is a reasonable suggestion in just a moment. And so you're trying to set the two of them up. Do you have a specific wording on what you're saying to this dragon?
Yeah, my friend over there thinks you're really cute.
Okay, that's great. Excellent. All right, so let's see how this saving throw goes. And with a total of an 8 on the saving throw, that is not a success against your spell save DC. The dragon looks and then does a double take. And then you see her raise one eyebrow. And she doesn't say anything, but you know she is considering... Why does this griffin like me? And she starts to spread her wings to make them look more majestic. She's turning kind of like a cat, showing off different, my scales are quite gleaming, are they not? And it seems like she is more intrigued than definitely interested, but curious about why exactly this griffin might be feeling this way. We've got the dragon very distracted, to say the least, and depending on what we do on our next turn, we could get this dragon more on our side or deeper into this relationship, perhaps. What's interesting is Norm would be up next. Now, Norm, you don't have to do anything. In theory, you're maybe not the person to be leaping in to persuade the dragon, but you could try if you want to talk to this dragon and not make put us back into a fight necessarily. But up to you, whatever you'd like to do.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but if the dragon wants to eat us, I'm the first person in line, right?
Yeah.
In theory, Ehrlich the Warlock is very bite-sized of all of our characters, for sure. I'd also point out, though, Ehrlich is our other very persuasive character. So,
yeah.
Can I use my...
Wait.
Is it my turn?
No. Whose turn is it?
It's Norm's turn right
sorry.
now.
You got Norm on your brain.
Yeah.
Big cat.
You got Norm on his brain.
You should just smack him.
Can I
Keep him
beat
in
the
line.
fuck out of Ehrlich?
No, just like an open-handed slap. Ehrlich's getting out of line right now.
What's
He's
going on
mouthing
here?
off.
No, I want to kill this dragon.
You can definitely leap in to attack the dragon.
I'm gonna
she
defend my
will
guy
remain
Hank.
distracted by the griffin still a little bit, so you can still attack her.
I mean, we have dragon eggs.
Yeah, but you're C-blocking Blake.
Yeah, but I don't want Hank's right. I'm being a good team player.
The
Hank
only-
is at risk.
the
He's a
only
little
issue
bitch,
is-
and the dragon could kill him in he's like a little bite-sized muffin.
He's an amuse-bouche, and Billy is inside Blake's stomach right now. I would almost like for Billy to see this new dragon get re-horny again, and then have the dragon just absolutely roast him and kill him again. I want Billy to keep getting rejected.
Billy's dead.
Yeah, but he's inside Blake's stomach.
So what do you want me to do?
That's fine, kill it.
No, I'll do whatever you want me to do.
Let's kill the dragon.
I'll do whatever you want me to do. Do you want me to cut? Can I cut Billy out of the griffin? You want me to cut him out?
No.
I'll cut him out. I'll cut him out of the griffin's stomach. So now I'm killing the griffin. Are we cool with the griffin?
We saved the griffin. We're pretty cool with him. He helped us in a fight in the hatchery.
Don't kill the griffin.
We could also potentially punch him in the stomach and see if the head just doesn't
do that.
pop out.
Yeah, maybe gag him too. Norm could gag him. Norm could definitely gag him. So see if we can gag him and get Billy out.
You know, the griffin, since this is what you're doing on your turn, the griffin had been commenting, I don't feel so well. One of those bites didn't go down so well. So he actually appreciates when you kind of give him the hand down the throat, as it were, and go ahead and roll with a +6 on athletics to see if you can right in the stomach
16,
and then make him
16.
That is enough that suddenly flying out of Blake the Griffin's beak, there is a round object that is still wearing a horned helmet, but it is the mostly digested skull of Berserker Billy, which lands at your feet. There is a single bit of flesh around the eye and one eyeball that then rotates around to look around at us. And in theory, the head can speak.
I would like to legit just poke it in the eye. Just one good poke. Yeah.
The eye immediately pokes back in through the skull and falls through the eye socket, so there are no eyes anymore.
Now we can't see anymore.
All right,
That's
good. All right. Do I have anything else in my turn, or is it next person?
In theory, that'll say was your action, probably. Unless you want to do another attack, you kind of have more than one of those as a frenzy barbarian.
No, someone else go. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, you certainly got the head in your hand. If you want to grab it, you can.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hold Billy's skull in my hand. That's kind of badass. Yeah.
Now, at this moment, you're holding the skull, and that is from out of the woods, a another figure suddenly comes sprinting. They were watching, apparently, from further away. They are not quiet because they're wearing heavy plate armor, but it seems like they are rushing towards this green dragon as though they are trying to save us or rush to our aid. And as he flips up the visor, we recognize the face of Sir O, who has followed us from the village of Greenest, apparently. He said, let's get this dragon. We got to go now. Now, if you want, Norm, at this point, since all you did was grab this head and get the head out of the griffin, you could shout to Sir O, no, we're not attacking the dragon right now. If you wanted to, you could call him off if you wish. And then that would bring us to Cake's turn next. Or you could let Sir O do what he's doing, which apparently involves jumping up onto the dragon and trying to put it in a headlock. Seems to be his plan.
That seems pretty cool.
Wait, is it me? No,
yeah, Big Cat, you get to determine what you want Sir O to do, and then it goes to Jake.
Headlock.
Let Coach O cook.
Headlock him. Headlock his ass.
Then I'm going to let you roll for Coach O. The number he needs to beat, the dragon rolled a 1. The number he needs to beat is a total of like a 6. So please roll for Coach O.
14.
14. Coach O has this dragon in a headlock, and he's just flipping all around like someone trying to hold on to a loose fire hose. And this dragon is whipping him around back and forth. He is not letting go. He is riding the Bronco right now.
Yeah.
And he shouts, "Go Ligers!" as keeping his grip upon the dragon. And that would bring us to Cake's turn. Cake, what would you like to do?
Okay, just make sure no pictures of Coach O riding that dragon get out on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a team player, but am I hurt from my last turn?
You're always hurt.
You are not hurt, actually. You haven't been attacked by the dragon yet.
All right, I'm going for him again.
Absolutely. Were you going to use an attack against him? Was that right?
Yeah.
Were you going to try to use the Earthbind spell upon him again? Is that what you wanted to do?
Doubling down.
You're going back to the Earthbind?
Yep.
Or you could use a spell that deals damage, or I would also point out that you also could have the spell Suggestion potentially if you wanted to try to hypnotize this dragon additionally.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
Excellent. So already we've got this dragon agreeing with the suggestion that griffin over there likes you and maybe you should do something about that. Mm-hmm. She's taken that suggestion. You can build on this now. What would your suggestion be?
Let's try to keep setting them up like Mr. Commenter said.
Can you put some music on? Like, what's a good across-the-room song for somebody to, like, look at and, the world stops and you just zoom in on them like it's
Sexual
a movie?
Healing?
Sexual
Imagine
Healing?
Dragons.
Oh,
there we
cool.
go.
Thunder?
Nice.
Yeah.
Thunder
nice.
Can he play Thunder by Imagine Dragons?
He starts to play Thunder by Imagine Dragons to set the mood, as it were. And since the name of the spell is Suggestion, I feel like that's enough. I feel like you have created a highly suggestive atmosphere, and so I'm going to roll a saving throw for this dragon. And the dragon has rolled a total of a 12, which is not enough. At the very least, you have a spell save DC of 13. And the dragon... You see she had one raised eyebrow. As she was trying to fight off Sir O, she turns to the griffin again. She raised an eyebrow, and then she raised her other eye ridge. And you see that her eyes start to get a little sparkly. And you're starting to think that to her, this griffin looks very heroic, is cutting a very impressive figure, and that she would like to talk to this dragon. And she says to you, Cake, who is that? Who is that griffin? What is this creature? Who is he? And she's asking you now. Right now, you've still got your move. You could roll a persuasion check on her right now to convince her of whatever you want.
All right, let's roll.
In regards to
hopefully high. I'm due for a high roll, so.
Absolutely.
Your technique on rolls
so
is
bad,
ridiculous.
Jake.
Just
so
rolled
bad.
off the table.
Jake's never ever rolled anything ever.
Do you know
in
how to
his
roll
life.
dice? How to cast a die?
Just go with one hand.
Do it
Try
for
one
dramatic
hand.
effect.
All right. Go ahead. Don't. 10.
There you go. Good roll.
Now, no wait. Can he roll twice?
Why?
Do the your way too. Let's see which one's better.
See which one's better.
12.
12. Okay. All right.
I'm getting some respect back from my team.
Stick with your way.
Absolutely. So we got a 12 on that one, and unfortunately, I'm sorry to say you only have a +1 on this. With a 13, you are definitely getting her to admire the Griffin even more. But it is unclear what she is going to do to Sir O in just a moment. It still looks like she might tear Sir O off her neck and throw him in her efforts to go talk to that Griffin. Which brings us to Ehrlich's turn just before the dragon gets to do anything. And Ehrlich, you're the most convincing of maybe any of our characters in some situations. You have high charisma, same as the Bard. What would you like to do right now?
But I'm also closest to getting attacked, right?
You are kind of in theory. Well, I also want to point out that while you're the most bite-sized, you don't have the least hit points. You have 31 hit points, and Cake the Wizard has 26. So it kind of like, in theory, Cake the Wizard might be in a little more danger than you.
Yeah, you're nice and rested.
charisma.
I was
Hank.
thinking of using my turn to dip set and just get out of dodge, but I guess I will use my
After
turn.
I tried to save you, I'll remember this.
I said I was
I'll
thinking
remember
about.
this. I'll
It's called
remember
fight or flight.
I'll
think
remember
both
this.
things. And I'm
I
gonna
will
fight.
remember this.
I guess I'm gonna use my powers to cast a convincing spell on the dragon.
Absolutely. Since you also have second-level spell slots at this point, you would also have access to the spell suggestion. For argument's sake, let's say you have that right now. And what suggestion would you like to make upon this dragon?
Well, I would like to know. I have a sneaking suspicion that this woman that PFT is trying to smash is actually in cahoots with the dragon.
I'm not trying to smash. I
think the woman and the dragon are in cahoots to steal our dragon eggs.
I think she's a very interesting person.
So I would like to find out from the dragon if her and the woman are in cahoots.
Absolutely. I will roll the saving throw versus suggestion as you ask that you should tell us that information. The dragon rolled a 14, which I believe against your spell save DC, which has just become 15. That is not quite enough. And the green dragon turns to look at the human woman who has rushed into this battle after us, watching this whole scene kind of hanging back behind us. That dragon says, "Ha ha, working with her? A silver dragon who disguises herself as a human?
Oh my god.
I would never."
So the woman's a dragon.
It's a dragon after all.
I hate silver dragons, she says.
Damn.
Okay.
Now, you still can make a persuasion check upon her right now, Ehrlich, if you wish to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. You've used your move to get here. You just cast a suggestion spell. You still have your bonus action, which means you can command your little familiar, your imp. I'm trying to remember the name.
Bob Costas was the name, yeah.
Well, Bob Costas was the name of your little kobold who is currently following you around, and he's one of our minions. I want to point out, you had an imp that you had recently acquired. You had named it after your cat, I remember, Hank. But I'm
LeBron. Yeah.
Absolutely. Excellent. So you got your imp.
Baby Braun.
Yeah. It's LeBron.
Excellent. So you got your little imp with a scorpion tail. If you would like to command this imp to do anything, it can turn invisible and do things, just so you know.
Yeah, it's called Game 7.
Oh.
Roasted.
It was actually Game 5 against the Mavs.
So
Was
roll, and then decide what my imp will
2011 they
do.
lost in 6.
You could give it specific instructions. If you want to do anything, it could fly over and sting somebody, or it could whisper in somebody's ear or something, or it could do nothing right now. You could keep it hanging back on your shoulder.
Yeah, I don't know really what it could do. Like, I don't think the imp is going to be able to kill the dragon. Maybe if it whispers to the girl, like, let's fuck this dragon up together.
Absolutely. So you're having your.
Why doesn't the girl just turn into a dragon? I would like.
The girl is a dragon, Hank.
Well, is it a girl or is it a dragon?
It's a dragon disguised as a girl.
Right. So we should get the girl to turn into the dragon and then fight the other dragon.
But it is a dragon. You're saying reveal yourself as a dragon.
Yes.
Yeah. I got you. Okay. Yeah.
I would let you roll a persuasion check for your imp, who has a pretty big bonus. I think it's at least a +3, but you can roll for your imp to see how persuasive your imp is when it whispers that.
20!
Whoa! That's funny.
That's how you do it, Jake.
Your imp whispers, and your imp is like, "Don't worry, I'm great at this." And when your imp flies over, it starts guilting this human woman, like, "Don't you feel like real bad for all this trickery? Trickery is not very nice." And the imp is, of course, a master of trickery, knows how to mess with people's psychology. And you see this human woman start to look bad. She lowers her head, And then she, with a roar, suddenly begins to grow. Her silver robes transform, and suddenly before us is a silver-scaled dragon that is decidedly larger than the green dragon. It lets out a roar, and the green dragon immediately starts cowering and says, "This isn't fair. What are you doing here?" And back and forth, they start to talk in Draconic, which means that Cake, at the very least, you would be able to translate. And what you're able to pick up of the conversation is that the dragon, the green dragon, is highly confused by our suggestion spells and is explained to the silver dragon that, well, I was originally here looking for something. I was sniffing something out that I was searching for. I'm working under orders. I'm looking for something right now, but now all I care about is that damn griffin over there. I need to know, why are his feathers so golden and his crest so majestic? Why does he like me? And the silver dragon just begins to laugh and chuckle to herself and then whispers to us, well done. I think that this green dragon could follow us for quite a while without realizing that we have her under magical spells. Congratulations. It seems that she is well taken care of here. This green dragon is an evil creature, but you have tamed it most impressively.
Yeah.
I am sorry for my deception. My name, well, you can call me Elia. But the moment that I sensed your dragon eggs, I immediately had to seek you out before she was able to catch you. And she's kind of whispering this to us while the green dragon cannot hear us. Do we have anything to say to Elia, the silver dragon?
I was mad. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know. So it sounds like there's a little rivalry going on right here.
Yeah, we're in the middle of this.
Yeah, it's a cat fight.
Yeah.
Greeny meanie.
I feel like we just got to... We lose our focus sometimes as a unit when there are female of any species involved. I feel like
Are you pointing the finger at yourself now?
We got to get back to basics. We got to get back to broing out.
Yeah.
Go back to our man cave. We got all these eggs.
Yeah.
We need to stop collectively die shaming.
Yes, we need to die
shaming?
Stop die shaming.
Well, you have to start rolling better
suck.
dice. Yeah. We'll start.
It's
we'll
a two-way
stop
street,
shaming
my
when you
friend.
start
My
getting
team is
higher
dishing
rolls.
me.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So let's do, what should we? Let's figure out like one decisive action that we can then leave for the people. So like, what's our next big decisive action?
I want to hatch my own dragon, like our group dragon, so that we have collectively a child that we're raising now.
Can we make them fight each other? Can we make them fight each other to the death? Can we be like, yo, you should have heard what she was saying about you before you showed up, dude?
You could absolutely roll to make these dragons fight each other. Right now, Ellie is suggesting that she could probably convince this green dragon to maybe keep following us around.
That's such an Elia thing to say. Elia needs to have like one little hanger on that tells her that everything that she does is great. Her hair always looks awesome. And meanwhile, it's all about Elia. I want them to fight. I want there to be a blow up. And then I want to go back. I want to hatch our own dragon, and then we'll have a son or a daughter to look after.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll then the check to see if you can convince Elia to fight this green dragon.
That's another 20. That's another 20. Fight.
Absolutely. Elias says, I am absolutely ready to show you that I can fight this dragon because I agree. We shouldn't try recruiting a green dragon. They can't be trusted ultimately. Magic, sure, can control them, but I don't trust that dragon, and I'm going to show you how we good dragons take care of the evil dragons. I am a silver dragon, and we are one of the good dragons. And when I defeat this dragon, I'm going to show you how it goes, and then I'm going to explain to you why it is I, among the silver dragons, who should be helping you hatch all 8 of the eggs that you have. Because if we have me and get rid of this green dragon and then have all 8 of those other eggs under our control, those hatchlings, then that means that we are only, and she starts counting, 8 eggs plus me. We just need 2 more dragons on our side. And then we might have enough of a force to take on the enemy dragons. I sensed your 8 eggs, and that is why I came to seek you out, because I have never seen so many eggs clustered together that we could hatch. And together, We need 11,
We need 11.
dragons to accomplish something
We need all 11.
against a team of enemy dragons. And if we have your dragons on our side, then we can maybe offer a group of contenders in what we call the Dragon Wars. But among humans and elves, you have a different name for it. You call it the Dragon Bowl.
Ooh.
And if we can get our 8 dragons that you have, plus me, plus 2 more dragons, she looks at the green dragon and says, no, I'm about to fight her, then we might have a team that we can assemble to fight in the Dragon Bowl.
Okay, so now, do we want to kill this green dragon now? Now we probably say, hey, let's keep the green dragon for roster depth, because it wouldn't be bad if we had 12 in case someone gets hurt.
Yeah, I mean, you can always go next man up,
right?
If we have a dragon get hurt now, but is that going to mess with team chemistry? Is that a locker room cancer?
Can we end maybe with that? Can we ask the green dragon yo, you going to be chill about this? Are you going to do your job? Are you going to buy in and be a team player?
You see, first of all, Elia, oh, this is good. We're going to recruit this person just like we're recruiting the eggs. And we see the green dragon start to look around confused and go, sure, yes. And Coach O is shaking his head and offering some warnings that he does not see team chemistry really coming together.
What if we go
with that adult green dragon?
Vet minimum plus incentive.
Poisoning.
Yeah. So it's Coach a low risk.
I mean, Coach O can recruit them to buy in, right? We can get this guy to buy in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach O, Sir O says, I'm going to need to talk to this green dragon. I'm going to really need to convince it and get it, working as a team unit. But I think you let me talk to that green dragon. I'll be able to take care of it.
I think we trust Sir O.
I don't know if I like JUCO transfers coming into our squad, though.
I think we trust Sir O to get this dragon to buy into the team and be like, hey, you come here, we can win some championships.
Okay, tell you what, we'll give it a spot.
Yeah,
but we're going to keep it on a very short leash.
Okay.
Can we have Cake put just one of those earth binds on it so it's actually on a short leash?
Mm-hmm.
She says, if you let me talk to that griffin, then I'll let you cast an earth bind spell on me.
Okay, we'll keep her happy with the keep her
try
sedated with the daddy dick.
Yeah, try it.
She's having a long talk with the griffin while wrapped up in these yellow magic bands.
Okay. And then, so where do we leave this off? How do we leave this for next time?
So Ellie is going to let us know that it sounds like if we're recruiting this green dragon, who introduces herself, she says her name is Nihilaptia, our latest recruit. Then she says we're only missing one dragon to fully flesh out our team. We've got to hatch these eggs, and I'm going to help you with that. But then there's one other thing that we need. If we're going to be contenders in the Dragon Bowl, our team needs to go to dwarven mines where a certain crystal grows by which the armor which the dragons wear are made. We need our team uniforms, and right now we don't have any uniforms. So we're going to need to go get our team some uniforms next time.
I like
Color
this.
Rush.
Yes, Color Rush
go.
for sure. Alternates, throwbacks.
Let's do
get
it
the
all.
visors going. Yep. Let's do it all.
Next time we'll have to decide uniforms, or are we getting our last team member, or are we just going into Dragon Bowl?
Okay, awesome. Well, Tim, thank you. We're excited. Also, just to make sure that I understand, I'm still holding Billy's skull, right?
You are still holding it.
All right, I want to smash it.
Absolutely. You're able to smash it on the ground.
Smash it. Yeah.
It explodes.
Perfect.
There are noises coming out of the shattered skull, but they are now muffled and withering.
I'll take a little piece of it with me. That's it. I'm taking a little piece in case we want to reanimate him later so we can kill him again.
Yeah, make like a necklace.
Right. We'll take one of those.
Of the skull.
Can I just crush up a little bit of his skull and just snort a little and then piss on the rest?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Tim, thank you as always. We really appreciate it. We'll see you soon, all right?
Such a pleasure. See you all soon.
All right. Thank you.
See you, Tim.
Bye.
That episode of Dungeons and Dragons is brought to you by our very good friends over at Norton 360, and they've got a great new product right now. It's Norton 360 for gamers. Before you get your gaming on, you should know that hackers might be attacking your devices with malware and taking over your webcam. They're likely interested in obtaining your user account credentials, like your username and password, or maybe even worse, exposing you as a sliders dork cheater. So you don't want anybody hacking into your devices while you're playing. Best way to prevent that is by using Norton 360 for gamers. If hackers get access to your gaming account, they can then steal your in-game inventory. They can steal your entire account. They get your username, your password, and all those items that you've collected during gameplay, like weapons, cosmetics, skins, and virtual currency. They can then sell those for real money on various websites. Don't let today's cyber threats bring upon a real-life boss fight. You need Norton 360 for gamers. Security for your PC and devices. It blocks cyber threats. You get a VPN for your online privacy. You get dark web monitoring for your gamer tags, and more, all with fewer notifications. No one can prevent all cybercrime, but Norton 360 for gamers, it can help you level up your protection. Get Norton 360 for gamers at norton.com/gamers. You can save 20% on your first year by using promo code PMT. That's norton.com/gamers. Use promo code PMT and get 20% off. And now, Goldberg.
And now for something completely different.
Okay, we now welcome on a very special guest, one of the baddest men alive. He's got the Georgia Bulldog Cup. It is actor, wrestler, podcaster, Bill Goldberg.
Football player.
Football player. You know him as Goldberg.
Football player.
Football player. Let's talk actually.
Got the most important part.
Yeah, let's talk football first, Goldberg, because we're football guys. This is a football podcast. You know, that's our bread and butter. Your Georgia Bulldogs. They just are so disappointing year in and year out. What's up with that, man?
Yeah, it's amazing how they hover up to, in the top 5 or top 10. But, I mean, obviously it's a weird season, man. They didn't have the best showing last weekend. They pulled it out. But Auburn's a tough game. I mean, after playing them 4 different times throughout my tenure, let's see if they got some cojones this weekend.
I like that.
But you like them. You like them against the Auburn Tigers.
Breaking up, and this is, I'd say the scariest thing in the world is to have a Zoom break up with Goldberg, because I can feel I can feel the frustration on your face, and I'm terrified of you. I've always been terrified.
No, dude, it's all good, man. I do this podcast in my sleep. It's all good. It's all good. Getting ready for the weekend, man. I get nothing else to do.
Mow
220 acres.
Whoa,
that sounds pretty awesome. That sounds incredibly relaxing.
Hold on. Do you have a playlist for that?
I do not. I just like to listen to the great outdoors, man.
Okay, well, we got a guy who's got a playlist, so we can maybe get you on the one.
Got a little bit of everything on there.
So we'll hook you up with that.
You got it.
My most important question for you is: I think you're an all-time traps guy. I think you have the best traps maybe in the history of the human race. I think that's fair to say. What's your trap secret?
I just have a horrible neck from the onset of your football career, and you have to do traps every day the rest of your life.
So it's like it's compensating for not being able to work out your neck. You just get the traps muscles to become so big that they kind of blend into your neck.
Well, it's in addition to the neck. You got to do one. If you don't do one, you might as well not do the other. But it's a support system. For those shoulder pads.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you do have incredible neck muscles. Your wrestling career, fantastic. I was always a fan. The spear was electric. It was, when you had the WCW versus WWF wars going on, late 90s, early aughts. You started, though, 173-0. People are saying there should be an asterisk with that. What do you say to those people?
Why should there be an asterisk to it? That would be my first question, because I was a guy and did it as opposed to a girl doing it in the WWE?
No, they said that maybe it was a little like you got 173 wins so fast that, it's almost impossible to go 173-0 and do it as quickly as you did. I mean, I watched a lot of them. You speared guys quickly, but do you think sometimes maybe it was a little too much too fast?
Oh man, I was on the road 220 days a year my first year. So I mean, I don't think it's out of the ordinary that it could have happened the way that it did. But the streak was it was a creature in and of itself. As good as it was, coming down to its demise, it was a tough thing to get out of. So as honored as I was for being that guy to go 173-0, it was a huge burden every night at the same time.
Yeah.
Like you said, you're a football guy first. You played in college, you had a cup of coffee in the NFL. At what point did you realize that you could make the transition to becoming a wrestler? And was that ever like a backup plan for you?
No, never a backup plan. I mean, I had my older brothers had ties with the wrestling industry, when I was 3 or 4 years old. My oldest brother roomed with Patera, and my other brother had a house with Ric Flair. So ironically, it was in my life way before I actually even knew it. But, what got me to do it was the fact that my accountant called me one day and said, you weren't an all-pro. You surely didn't bank a lot of money. You might want to get off your ass and go figure out what you want to do the rest of your life. And I had no plan. I had zero plan. The only thing I aspired to be was an NFL football player. So when that got taken away from me because of an injury and mostly because of my lack of talent, I hit a brick wall at 180 miles an hour. So I had to figure out what the hell I was going to do. I really didn't have a backup plan. Even though I had, was a psychology major, it doesn't mean that I was going to go out and start telling people how to run their lives.
That would actually be fantastic to watch you be like a therapist or have,
That's a television series right there.
Yeah. Yes. And then if the person starts, getting too emotional, you just spear them. And you're like,
absolutely,
pick your life up, get back to work, or I'll spear you again.
Yeah, I'll really give you something to worry about.
Yeah.
I do love how your signature move was the spear, which is essentially, it's just a tackle. So you were, demonstrating that you're a football guy through and through. You don't need like a fancy gimmick. You just hit the shit out of somebody. When you were starting your wrestling career, did anybody suggest to you, hey, you might want to come up with something that's not just a tackle, or were they just straight up impressed from the fact that like the perfect form tackle is always going to be something people want to see?
Well, I just remember the first time I was, getting ready to go out, and we were taping at Universal, and the guy looks at me before I went out, and he goes, "What's your finish?" And I said, "What do you mean? What's my finish?" And he goes, "Well, whatever you do, it's got to be spectacular." And so I went out there, and I told Manny Fernandez in the ring to tuck his head between his legs and kiss his ass goodbye, and I hope you trust me. And that was the birth of the spear. The jackhammer came from Sarge down at the power plant. I guess Malenko had done that overseas in Japan, and he did it from the top turnbuckle. And so I obviously was never going to climb to the top turnbuckle. So I just put my own little flair to it, made sure I could do it to everybody 400 pounds and under, although there was an asterisk there with the Giant or with the Big Show. But I thought it was a pretty good combination, but it paid tribute to my football days.
Yeah.
And it was something I didn't have to learn.
Yeah, and you were amazing at it. Was there one spear in particular that you look back on and that was the most electric one? That's the one that, if they could remember me by, that's the one.
Oh, I'd say, the Christian spear's been played, millions and millions of times. I'd say that one was picture perfect. There were a number of people that I did it on that I was very appreciative of. So that might have given me, positive feedback for myself other than the quality of the spear. But
I'm watching the Christian spear back right now. That is so fucking good. That's so electric. Just perfectly timed up every second of it.
That has everything to do with the success of the spears, the guy taking it too.
Yeah. Yes. That's a good point.
What's the trick to selling a spear? Just like letting your body go limp and just letting you just cut them in half?
Absolutely. It's all about relaxing. One little trick is you get the guy to elevate. Steiner taught me that one. He's like, "Let me jump before I hit you." I'm like, that sounds kind of cool, but dangerous at the same time. But, like I said, it was, 10% Goldberg and 90% the guy taking it.
Are you still a vegetarian?
I was never a vegetarian. I don't know where that came from.
That was like the biggest rumor I remember back in the day, being like, can you believe Goldberg's a vegetarian and he's this fucking jacked? So that's fully debunked because
absolutely. I got 20 Longhorns on my property, for God's sakes. I'm not a vegetarian.
What's the longest you've ever gone without eating meat?
Probably 2 hours.
So you were a vegetarian.
You're the number one vegetarian in the world. You're the most famous vegetarian for 2 hours at a time.
Exactly. So I am a vegetarian, just in shifts. In between my cannibalistic eating.
Wait, you eat humans?
Ooh.
Did you just admit to eating humans on our podcast?
Well, I like that.
Throw me in the list of other wrestlers that during Corona are making up stories about themselves.
It is It is the new diet, the intermittent vegetarianism. I do it for several hours a day, off and on.
Yes. What did you hate Goldberg?
I did in the beginning. That I had no sense of humor. I didn't really in the beginning. I took the business way too seriously. I mean, I did and I didn't. The fact of the matter is, I had to be Goldberg. Like 24/7. I had to psych myself up, and I had to be that guy. And that guy didn't come with the many niceties. But once I understood why people do the things that they do and looked at that more so as flattery than it was an insult, I got it. I didn't want to rip his head off when I met him. He was a good dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy that that they were able to provide him a job throughout, making fun of me.
Right. Yeah. And you had a very long, obviously very successful career. In terms of football, your career usually peaks, I think you peak athletically in the NFL between like 25 and 28, somewhere in that range. But in wrestling, even though you stopped playing football because, you had an injury, you didn't make the team, you go into wrestling and you peak a little bit later and you have a longer career. At what point do you think wrestlers peak athletically?
It's all relative, man. I mean, I went through the ringer in football. I never thought that I'd be able to lift again once I retired. I tore my abdomen off of my pelvis. Yeah, I never thought I'd squat again. Never thought I'd do anything. So it's all relative. Everybody's got a different story going in. A lot of the guys like myself that were beat up going into the business, I was literally one of the luckiest people that ever laced up boots. It wasn't a passion of mine. I wasn't obsessed with it. I looked at it as a business. I was successful. I was in the right place at the right time, the right package, I suppose, we put together. And, I suppose I was worthy at the time by being there at the right time to have that streak. And the fact is that if I had to get beat up all the time and truly have year after year of 220 days on the road, I wouldn't be in the physical condition I'm in now. So it's all relative. It's hard to say who's going to peak when at what age, because everyone has a different story coming in.
So how did that work with your recruiting to Georgia? Were you, did you go on a bunch of scholarship trips? Were you deciding between a bunch of different schools? Because that's kind of an aspect.
Yeah, dude. I was the top defensive lineman out of Oklahoma. College was a completely different story.
Right.
College was, that was different. I mean, I could have gone just about anywhere I wanted to. Ironically, as I sit here in the state of Texas, I wanted to go to UT. But after my trip to Georgia and after meeting Coach Akers, the last place I wanted to be was in Austin. So, the lineage at the University of Georgia and Coach Dooley, being recruited by Ray Golf. I mean, it was a wonderful experience, and I couldn't have gone to a better place. I grew up in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah.
And I was right down the road from OU, and they were within the top 5. Switzer was the coach. If he would have been the coach anywhere else, I would have gone. But there was no way I was going to grow up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and go to college an hour and a half, 2 hours away. I just wasn't going to do it.
Huh. That makes sense because, I've heard a ton of stories about how Barry Switzer was such a hell of a recruiter. I'd imagine he, just his personality made you want to reconsider. But I understand not wanting to be like in your backyard. I'm going to Georgia.
Within 5 minutes of Switzer being in my house, he had his shoes off with the crown on the rocks in his hand, laying on my couch. So yeah, Switzer was the guy, no doubt.
Yes.
Did he show up wearing his like one of those robes? He would have those like almost Cruella de Vil.
No, but I do
remember.
I do remember that year. Or a year before, him recruiting a picture of him recruiting Troy Aikman on the sidelines of Troy's game, wearing a full-length mink coat and having some of the OU cheerleaders with him.
Yes.
He was the man.
He was.
All I can say are those were the days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you still hate the University of Florida?
Oh, absolutely. Till the day I die. No question about it. It's just one of those things. Them and Georgia Tech.
It's crazy looking back on your last year at Georgia. You were the only player on the team to be drafted in the NFL. That can't happen many years for the Georgia Bulldogs.
No, that's absolutely amazing to me.
Yeah, I just looked it up and I was kind of shocked. The final question is brought to you by Cross Country Mortgage, America's crazy good mortgage company. Go to ccmlens.com/take to learn more about your future home buying experience or refinancing needs. Equal housing opportunity. I had one last question. So you do work with ASPCA. We do as well. You're a big cat guy? Are you a cat guy?
No, I'm a dog guy. But
okay.
I mean, I'm cool. All domesticated animals, man. I went on the Hill and spoke about dog fighting and cockfighting about 20 years ago. And I'm a big advocate for the dog and cat, man. Most of the dogs.
I love it.
Bill Goldberg, cat guy and vegetarian.
Cat guy, vegetarian. Too scared to go to Oklahoma. Yeah, there's just a lot of things out there. But do you still have Goldberg or don't tell me Goldberg?
No, man. Unfortunately, Goldberg, he passed away, man. We gave him back to his
damn it.
To his family, and literally the day we gave him back, some dogs broke in, and
but you still love dogs to this day.
Yeah,
I still love dogs. Well, they weren't my dogs. It wasn't my house, so I can't take control for it.
Poor Goldberg. God damn it, that's tragic.
That sucks, man. It sucks. But we look at my Instagram. We had a 3-legged sheep here. We had a little bird that we saved. Man, I live in Texas now at a place called the Misfit Ranch. We've got zebras, we've got donkeys, we've got longhorn steer, we got all kind of stuff out here, man.
You're Tiger King.
So we'll take them all in.
I love it. What's next for Goldberg in the future? Like, obviously, we're going to do that sitcom where you just beat the shit out of a bunch of tech bros. Mm-hmm. But then after that's over, where do you see yourself like 20 years from now? Are you still going to like get back in the ring every 5 years?
Oh no, man! I have an expiration date on my wrestling days, and it's a couple years from now, because of the slow pace that I'm going at it right at this moment. But there's a movie on the horizon, there's a television show on the horizon. It's just when we get back to some sense of normalcy, when we're going to shoot again.
Yeah. How much do you bench?
Oh, who knows? I haven't benched in 30 years.
Oh, so all right, vegetarian cat guy doesn't bench.
Mm-hmm. That about sums it up.
Just dumbbells, man. You don't need to bench.
All right, how much do you curl?
How much do I curl?
Yeah.
Like for a max or something?
Yeah, you max on curls, right?
I was 30.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I work out with 45s on each side, so I work out with 135. So I mean, I'm weak, man. I'm an old man.
What about in your heyday?
I can still squat 700 pounds.
Oh, okay.
How much do you calf raise?
I don't do that.
See,
never done that.
What about in your heyday? What could you bench or what could you curl?
I did 525 for 3 reps when I benched, but I kind of dropped it on myself and would throw it back up. That cheating stuff.
Yeah.
And,
trampoline.
I don't know. Back in the, I could squat a little under 800 pounds. And other than that, man, I never really did any big lifts.
Yeah, same with me. I don't do other than squatting under 800. I don't do the big stuff.
If I go above 800, I get worried because the bars that we have in my gym, they bend too much, and so I'm afraid I'm going to snap it when I do.
What an outrageous thing to say! Yeah, a little under 800 squatting, but I never did the big stuff.
Yeah.
No, man. I mean, I wasn't that big. I mean, I was a big weightlifter, and I still am. I train every night, but I'm not a numbers guy. I don't go in there to see how much I can lift. As long as I can, use 200 pounds and I can crush that thing for 10 to 20 reps, I'm good with anything. I don't care about weights.
You still look like a beast. You're still a legend, and we appreciate the time. Whenever you're back up to New York, whenever all this ends, we'd love to have you in studio so we don't have to deal with the Zoom. And maybe I would let you spear me.
He's soft. It actually feels very comfortable, like
pillow.
Massaging your traps.
I think the Zoom cut out again.
Yeah, guys, big time. I'm in New York. I'd love to stop by. It was a pleasure, and you guys be well. Have a great week.
All right,
you too, man.
Dogs.
Take care.
Yes, go Dogs. I bet on them. Thank you, Goldberg. Appreciate it, man.
That interview with Goldberg was brought to you by our great friends at Roman. Most guys have tried different ways to last longer, but thinking about baseball doesn't always work. Maybe you've got something stressful coming up. Maybe you've got a big rock, paper, scissors competition coming up against a rival basketball team and their head coach, and you need to figure out a way how to last longer in bed, hypothetically, if you're an NCAA basketball coach out there that might be in the market for something like this. You should use Roman Swipes. It is the secret to longer lasting sex. Roman Swipes are a clinically proven way to last longer in bed. They're effective, they're easy to use, they're fast acting, they don't require a prescription. Roman can ship swipes to you in discreet, unmarked packaging, and each swipes packet is small enough to hide in your wallet for whenever you need it. They're super easy to use. You just take the swipes out of the packet, you swipe it on, let it dry, you're good to go. That's it. And we're giving you a sweet discount. Go to GetRoman.com/take. Get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. That's GetRoman.com/take and get that first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan.
All right, let's finish up with Guys on Chicks. Guys on Chicks.
Hey, Big Dick Daddy Hank, PFT, and Big Cat.
That is true.
I'm a Big Dick Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I've been exclusive with the guy for 5 months, but don't know if he'll ever ask me to be his girlfriend. P.S. We live 350 feet apart from each other. Please help.
Is this like a stepdad situation?
Yeah, what's going on here? 350 feet apart?
College.
College. So if you're exclusive with somebody for 5 months, help me translate that. Does that make you...
They be
like
fucking.
Somebody is somebody else's boyfriend or girlfriend.
Correct.
It sounds like you think you're
She's
his
under
boyfriend.
yes.
But he is like, hey, we're exclusive, but we're not dating. That makes no sense to me.
Move dorms next semester and see if it's just ease of access.
Move 500 feet away from him.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Although, this is the old genie bus, Phil Jackson. The key to love is to live close and visit often.
That's true. Maintain separate apartments.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey guys, so I've been dating my boyfriend for about 3 months now, and so far everything has been going great, and he's amazing in every single way.
Cool.
He's an AWL and recently got me into the show. I even get along great with his family and friends. However, I have become slightly concerned about some of their guys being dudes behavior. Specifically, what they have slated as beat jokes, and with a capital T, so BEA capital T jokes. Emphasis on the T. I still don't totally understand that part, but it's what they say. Anytime anyone mentions anything along the line of beating something, they completely lose their shit and giggle like school children. It's gotten to the point where we'll be scrolling through Netflix and my boyfriend will replace the titles of the shows with beat-related items. Example, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dallas Beaters Club, Law and Order, Special Beaters Unit, and so on. It's even to the point where all their fantasy football names in their league are beat jokes.
By the way, that's not a... It's even to the point. That has been the names of those teams for a very long time. Those are dynasties.
It's to the point now.
Those are franchises that have been around for like 100 years.
Where he will send me new beat jokes that he finds in his everyday life. Should I be concerned, or is this just a phase that will pass with time? Please send help. It's increasingly difficult to have a normal conversation without him or his friends slipping a beat-related joke.
So it sounds like this
happened.
It sounds like
to me.
The joke has become the joke right now. Like it's become one of those things where it's funnier to see the different places. How much time you can spend in making a beat joke is now funnier than the actual joke. And I feel like there are a lot of people out there that are just as confused as I am right now. What does BEAT capital T mean? Do we know?
Well, I mean, I think it's beating your meat, but is it something different?
Is it?
That's what I assumed it was. Billy, this is why you're here, Billy.
Still beat, though. It's like, I don't know, I think it's like if you sleep with someone and then they
doesn't matter
like,
had sex.
Yeah, it's still beat though.
They will also like every phase that a guy has ever been in, they will grow out of, because it's like everything in life. Like men are half brains until they're 25. I think is when your brain fully develops. And so yeah, they like you think back to anything that you thought was the funniest thing in the world 10 years ago, probably not doing it. You probably do callbacks.
That's why my Twitter name is Hennies.
Why?
Because me and my friends used to do that with like knees.
With knees like the body part?
Like,
I thought it was a play off of.
Hennessy,
Yeah, I thought it was a play
No.
off the alcohol.
no, it was like
Big
it was like,
Hennessy,
you know,
you
like
don't even remember.
like knee padding. No, like we would call each other like knee padders. Like if you said anything that's like sucking up, you'd be like, oh, you got knee pads on. And it'd be
got
like,
it.
Dan, you'd be like, oh, what up, Dan Knees? Like PF Knees.
Yeah.
And then when I was
Nice.
making my Twitter, I'd be like, oh, you know,
Big Hank
hen,
Throatwood.
hen knees.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
right.
Wow, that's vulgar, Hank.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't know
really
that.
good.
I just
You're so
never,
much cooler.
I just never changed it. Yeah, Billy.
Yeah, sure. If you want to figure out a way for him to stop doing it, I don't know. I didn't get a tone from the text that she was sick of it just yet. She's just she's puzzled by it a little bit.
She's got to join in the fun.
If you're sick of it and you want him to stop, then you have to get in on it.
Correct.
And then he'll be like, "Oh God,
Correct.
chicks are making the joke."
Correct.
That's
not
lame.
cool anymore.
Chicks are talking to me about sex. That's gay.
Yeah, not gonna do it.
Hey, Big Cat PFT and Norm's dick holder. My boyfriend has recently won a lot of money gambling during the restart of sports. To keep me at ease, he tells me that it's going towards my future ring.
Nope.
Should I believe him?
Nope.
Thanks, and take Norm to the vet.
Nope.
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 I mean, does Johnny Sins go to the vet?
No, I'm saying no.
No, he goes to the
No.
doctor.
No, good point, Hank. But nope, it's not going to your ring.
Ron Jeremy's never been to the vet.
He's called the Hedgehog, bro. I'm pretty sure he does not go to an MD.
Hey guys, recently found out. Oh, this is a crazy one. All right. Hey guys, recently I found out the guy I've been dating doesn't come when we have sex. I figured it out because one day I was doing laundry and picked the cum rag off the floor and it wasn't hard. I said something to him and he started freaking out and explaining how hard it is for him to come and that he's been faking it for a while. He told me he used to throw the condom out the window with his ex-girlfriend so that she never found out. He then started crying and apologizing. It was a super awkward situation, and now we never have sex because I'm no longer interested. Because he
What?
didn't really move the needle for me, and clearly nothing is happening for him. He now cries when I say I don't want to have sex with him. Is this normal, or should I run? And not crying like complaining, crying like actual tears come out of his eyes when I say I don't want to have sex.
First of
you're
all,
the dick.
This sounds like the weirdest episode of CSI ever. She's like going through the hamper, extracting the washcloth out, putting a UV light on it, and it's like, no, it's not crunchy enough yet. There are some medications that do that.
Well, I was going to say maybe flush his antidepressants down the toilet
Yeah,
too.
I think like SSRIs do
And
that.
then he might start coming.
That's why he's crying, is because first of all he's depressed. Second of all, he's not nutting, and then you're making fun of him for not nutting and being depressed.
Yeah, this is fucked up. You're
Yeah.
fucked up.
You
I
fuck-
stand with this guy who can't come. Mm-hmm. Never been a problem for me. Yeah, Billy?
Spit. If you're a guy who can't come, just spit.
Yeah,
on their back.
Yeah, that
spit.
works.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah, to
because
fake it.
as
That
everyone
works,
knows,
yeah.
the only place to come is on a woman's back.
On the
Just spit on the back.
aim for the dolphin tattoo.
She'll never see it coming, baby.
Hey guys, sorry Big Cat about the Badgers. How can you tell if a guy is serious about having a relationship or is just trying to fuck?
What's the difference?
I think if you're asking, then he's just trying to fuck. Mm-hmm. Like this is like the old like if you ask, you can't afford it. If you're asking if he's into a relationship or just trying to fuck, he's probably just trying to fuck because you probably would know if he's in for a relationship.
I think you got to fuck to find out. Just fuck around, find out. I think it's like if you keep fucking, that's how 90% of relationships get started. Is you fuck enough, and then eventually you start to like the person that you're sleeping with,
Or if you want to have a relationship and he doesn't, just get pregnant.
or fake a pregnancy.
Yeah, grab that spit on your back and put it up your pussy.
Okay. All right, last one. This is real. It's one of the best ones we've ever gotten.
Okay.
Hey guys, especially Buff Cat. Probably fake.
It's very
All right,
real.
It's from Big Cat.
When I was a baby, I was separated from my identical twin. We got in touch with each other about 6 years ago after I saw an exact lookalike of myself in a picture on Facebook. We've been speaking ever since and even got a chance to meet in person about 2.5 years ago. As you can imagine, I had a very rocky childhood and I don't talk about it much. I've been dating my boyfriend now for 7 months and he has no clue about my sister. I've never had the courage to tell him about the situation, but I do like him a lot. Enough to finally reveal her to him. Me and my long-lost sister were hoping to meet up this weekend at my apartment while my boyfriend is there and surprise him. Is it fair game to scare the crap out of him or way too early in the game?
Oh my
Is it identical?
god!
Identical.
Could be
Identical
Lindsay
twin?
Lohan in The Parent Trap.
Yeah,
But this...
Freaky
Scare
Friday,
'em.
Full House.
scare him.
I think you got to scare him. And here's the thing: if you don't record it, then it's worthless. Then you're just like pulling a prank on him that's mean. But if you tape it and get his reaction, I think the clout that will ensue after that, he'll be willing to overlook that.
Yes.
And then maybe just hint at the fact that maybe one day he could have a threesome and never give it to him. Mm-hmm. Just keep him happy with that aspect.
You should also try and do if you're going to do it, you should try and do it like where your sister wears like the same thing but a different color, and then like you leave the room and then she comes back and like see if he notices type deal.
Yes. I want to see this video, even if you don't want to share it virally.
Just text it to
send
us.
it to us.
Send it to us. Or you can ask your identical twin sister to bring her boyfriend over, have them hanging out like in the house when he gets home, and then she'll be making out with that guy, and then get to see his reaction. Then you walk out. I mean, this has the opportunity to be like
a murder,
the all-time punk.
Yeah. PFT just scripted a murder.
It'd be like a too much said.
Oh man, do it though.
Just have Ashton Kutcher walk out, and then
do that
I'll
idea.
be forgiven.
I love that idea of having you making out with your sister making out with her boyfriend, and he walks in, and then you walk in right behind him and be like, "What's your problem?" Tape it. You have to.
You got to tape it.
This is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Shit. All right, that's our show. Friday, by the way, we have
56
NFL preview, and we also have a great interview with Robert Eiler, who you may know as AJ Soprano. Fucking awesome interview.
He's a great guy.
Interview. All right, numbers.
Sticking with 8.
69.
Are you sure you don't want to pick 45?
I'm going to go with 69 every time we pick, because
I thought 45 was your favorite number.
And even when I'm not here, I'm still picking 69 because 69 is going to come up.
No, you don't get to pick what you're doing if you don't come to work.
No.
16.
15. No, 8. I'm sticking with 8.
I'm just sticking with 69, and if it hits on a Sunday, I'm not here, I'll be so
What did
pissed.
you guys pick?
56.
18.
I have 16.
I hate that everyone's picking the same numbers now because I don't like.
No, Hank, you got to float. We need a floater.
Well, if 69 hits,
I know the 17 hits.
I always pick a different number.
Here we go.
56.
Here we go. 8. Rex Grossman, baby.
25.
Shit.
And still alive.
Picked before on August 30th.
Whoa. Okay. All right. We'll see
well,
everyone.
my fun fact.
Oh yeah,
is
go
that
ahead.
Bats can actually see into the future because they predict where the insect. Never mind.
Yeah, everyone's going to have coronavirus.
Yeah, did they see the pandemic coming?
Wait, I want you to expand on that. Bats can
so
see into
bats
the future.
use echolocation to locate their prey. And bats have gotten so good at using echolocation, they can predict where an insect is going by processing the spatial information.
Billy, that's like you, as a quarterback, when you see a receiver running across the field, you don't throw to where he is, you throw to where he's going to. You do that
they
too.
They say that
I guess that's predicting the future, though. Kind of.
Well, I can predict the future. It doesn't mean I'm right.
So any good quarterback can predict the future. Daniel Jones cannot.
I think it's more like watching tape on in basketball and knowing that this is the move the guy's going to go to, at the end of a game. Like LeBron is definitely going to go right, flop,
so quickly, in
throw
real
his head
time.
back.
Yeah, so he's talking
to the ref.
But he's talking about real time, though.
More like fast simulations in their brain using exact.
Billy, you do that when you drive a car. That's what you're doing the entire time.
No. Echolocation.
Yes, but you're doing it with your eyes.
No, I don't think you understand echolocation,
I don't get it.
PFT.
I don't get it.
I read an article.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I wasn't able to synthesize
doing
in
that.
a smaller bit.
No more articles.
Too many
Take a
words. Yeah. Love you guys.
Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on Take me on. day or two. So needless to say, I'm optimist, but I'll be stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me out. I'll be gone in a day or two. Oh, things that you say, is it life or just to play my worries away? You're all the things I've got to remember. You're sighing away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take me out. I'll be gone in a